Yo, what the hell is a flippant?
Welcome back to the channel. You are watching the Flippant podcast. I am your host, Flippant. And today, as you can see, we have a way better camera with a much larger angle. And I don't know what to do with all this free space that we have here. Before we get into the video, I want you to go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And so you don't miss anything, hit that notification bell. Let's go ahead and get into it. What we have is the best of You Are Not the Father. And I want you to listen to the things that are said before they find out the results. Okay, and I'm going to make my commentary on what is said before the results come out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
I'm going to say this, regardless if I'm the father or not, right? I'm still going to be in that child's life.
As you can see, everybody's clapping because that's the right answer. All right, your 17-year-old girlfriend needs to butt out this this is your baby. And man, every time woman wants to put a man on blast, this happens. Look, let's go ahead. I'm gonna say too much. Let's go ahead.
In the case of 10-month-old royalty, Daryl, you are not the father.
I swear this stuff is staged. Like, everybody always wants to run into the little couch room. Maybe they have it there to, it's like a little catch target where, but on the real note, understand that it's not good news for good men whenever we find out that we're not the father. All right, it's not good news. As you can see, the man was distraught. He wanted to be that kid's father, and he probably spent a good amount of money and time on the kid, all right, just to get lied to. And I can see, I'm gonna say too much. I gotta stop doing that. Let's keep it going.
Hey, why would I spend my money if I don't know that's my kid?
That's what he said. Why would he spend his money if he doesn't know if that's his kid? Look, we don't want to take care of another man's baby. We don't want to do it. And especially we don't want to get blindsided by doing it either. Like this person that you were with that you thought that you could trust is, trying to blame that baby on you, even though she knows she's for the streets. And it's not like I'm talking about all women here. So those women who are for the streets and doesn't want to be classified as such, I mean, you go ahead and butt out. But we know. We definitely know. We already know what the result is going to be, and let her throw stones in a glass house. All right, let her be like, she knows that what she did was wrong. She knows that she's also a 304 too, but I guess the pot calling the kettle black here.
So there's not any chance for you and Courtney to have a relationship.
No,
is that right, Colin?
No.
She only lets me up when she needs.
I've been trying for you for 6 years! 6 years!
I'm more interested in this result, okay?
This is why I always say you want to marry before you carry, because this is just wild right here. How does a woman give you all that time and energy and a baby without getting the things that she should have before I'm a huge advocate of marry before you carry. Okay, and I said this on my Facebook profile, but it was to a bunch of my my high school alumni that made all their mistakes before the age of 30, and now they're upset that they're being called out for it. Not that I have any bad blood against them. All I posted was marry before you carry, and then I just got a lot of backlash on that, which I'm perfectly fine with. It is what it is.
In the case of 1-year-old Rylan, Colin, you are not.
There she goes. Off into the abyss. He was very happy that he wasn't the father. And he was like, what would have happened if, no, we're not going to go there. We don't do the what ifs. See, the thing is that he knew he wasn't the father, and he got he got everything he wanted there. Good for you, bud. But stop spending your time with with distasteful women. Don't stop doing that.
Maybe we can bring a little joy. In the case of one-year-old Sedalia, Terrence, you are not.
I don't like seeing it. I don't like seeing families ripped apart due to a lie, and then you got the kid who's involved who did nothing to. I mean, you seen that child. It was a beautiful baby. All right, it just wasn't his beautiful baby. And now his whole relationship is gone because of, this woman who, she couldn't protect her. Let's start at the bare minimum. She couldn't use protection while, cheating on this man. Look, there's a song that's called, what is it called? It's called, On the Low or something like that. It goes, I don't wanna know if you're playing me, keep it on the low. Like that. There's signs that you should have seen, but look, man, this guy was completely blindsided, and you seen it. It was completely emotional. And if this girl could learn how to cheat better, stop getting. I'm giving out terrible advice. Terrible advice. Let's keep on going.
Alicia, why would you want to be with him? He doesn't want to be with you.
Because I love him, because we got 2 kids together, and we've been married for 5 years. That's something.
5 years of my life wasted!
You're gonna sit here and say, like, you don't love me or nothing? Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
In the case of one-year-old Logan, John, you are not the father. We are done! We are done! You will see my lawyer tomorrow morning!
I'm so glad people are willing to air their dirty laundry on the internet for clicks and views, because this is great content. Like I said, it's really crappy that these families are being ripped apart. The even more messed up thing is that you have a woman sitting there like she's willing to take her lie so far to where now she's embarrassing the man she claims she loves on public television, on daytime TV. Let's keep going.
When it comes to 3-year-old Kanaya, Michael, you are not the father.
I mean, if that man didn't want that woman in his life and it was just a one-night stand, which we didn't see the whole part of this video, so we don't know what happened. Alright, if she was just going around town acting like a little 304, a little thoughty McThought pants, then I mean, let me back off. There is still the kid there. That kid is supposed to belong to a mother and a father, alright, that are happily married. See the growing theme here? You wouldn't be coming on to Maury if you just followed those marry before you carry. Of course, you're going to get those people who say, yeah, but you can always get divorced. It's like, yeah, but you can always get cheated on. Yeah, but see, the narrow road thing to do is to marry before you carry. Because if you're talking divorce, that's a whole nother video we can make, alright? Just not this one. Oh, you get clotheslined by a ladder. Okay, bro, pick yourself up. Don't do this to yourself. Your kid's gonna watch this video later.
Get them cameras out my face! Get them cameras out my face! Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
Okay.
Get them cameras out my damn face!
faith.
And when it comes
can be a
to
happy
your old
couple.
Elijah,
You are the father.
Michael,
You
you
are-
are not the father.
Oh man, both of them. Both of them. Oh my. Oh my. It was the way she ran, not the news. It was the way she ran.
Thinks Matthew's
that's
the
it.
father? We're going to find out right now. In the case of 18-month-old Hazel, Nick, you are not the father.
Yeah, I know I don't normally make fun of people's appearances or anything like that, or maybe I do, but look at this girl. Doesn't she like remind you of Skeletor? Let's keep on going. Forget I said anything.
And in the case of 18-month-old Hazel Matthew, you are not.
Oh wow. That's a twofer. I don't know why women are surprised, because they're like, like exactly who you lay down with and who you let clap them cheeks raw, and what you just got to do is you got to go find the next person that you slept with. And if your distraughtness is coming from the fact that there's 20 other guys that you got to go and get tested, I'd be pretty distraught too. All right, I'd be like, oh man, my two heavy hitters, they're not the father. Now I got to go back to the dude that I let clap cheeks behind, that dumpster over there. I got to see if he is, and I don't even know if he's willing to come on the show and embarrass himself, because he ain't got money like that. I literally let him clap the cheeks behind that dumpster over there. I know he's broke. I just let him hit it because he was rugged and he smelled like trash.
Go, please just go ahead.
Right. I want her and Ruben Studdard to go back to American Idol. Yes.
In the case of 1-year-old Kingston, Dez, you are not.
All right, guys. Look. Stop laying down with unsavory women. All right, because they're gonna drag you on a show like this because you can't pay for the DNA test yourself. So you're gonna have to ruin your reputation and embarrass yourself on live TV because you couldn't keep control of yourself. Yes, I preach that men should control themselves. All right. I'm not saying control the urge. I'm just saying unleash that urge on a more savory woman. All right. And if you can't find that more savory woman, then maybe it's something that you're doing wrong.
We running down the road.
Yo, these cameramen be playing a dangerous game.
It sure is.
Because
God do everything for a reason.
Yeah.
He give you signs and he give you things and put things in order for you.
I just wanna let you know that somebody misread the good message. All right, they misread the good message. Because as good as the message is, it doesn't fit your life if you're not following along that narrow road that it preaches you to follow.
You're 40 weeks. You're 40 weeks.
Okay, here we go. Here we go, everybody.
Yep.
In the case of 2-month-old Lenaria, Floyd, you are not.
As in you been a liar? Yeah, you know what you do.
Here we go.
I mean, come on, man.
Have a seat. Okay,
Come on,
Floyd,
man.
wait a minute. Let me finish this up.
Yep. Finish it
In the
up,
case of
Maury.
2-month-old Lenaria Rodriguez, you are not the father.
Wow.
That he's the father.
If you noticed, or maybe they're not letting this roll far enough ahead, but before the woman takes off and go and, you know, sulks in utter defeat, why is she not staying there and apologizing to the man that she, you know, calls all types of nasty names and say that you're never there and blah, blah, blah. Like, I haven't heard one apology yet, but maybe it's just how this is clipped. There should definitely be an apology somewhere in there.
Tiffany, what are you going to tell your husband?
He needs to grow up and step up and be a man and take care of his child.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because it's no surprise what we're watching here. We know what the results are. The thing is that you're willing to dish that out, but you're not willing to take your own advice. Step up. Be a woman and admit what you did wrong, and then maybe, and this is advice for women now, maybe that man will decide to take care of that baby. Although I think that would be the dumbest thing in the world to do. But if women were more, you know, feminine and submissive about it, and, you know, we're actually truthful and honest and those kind of adjectives that you would use to not describe modern women today, maybe he might decide to do the right thing and take care of the kid. Who knows? Maybe if you changed that part of the narrative, maybe you might be more likely to get some, what is it, when somebody goes easy on you. Well, I forgot the word. Let's keep going.
In the case of 7-week-old Castiel, Zach, you are not.
I like the name.
I told you! You tried to ruin my marriage! You tried to ruin my marriage!
Now hold up. Don't say anything. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I don't accept it.
You don't accept it?
I don't.
Accept.
You have to.
All right, well, I accept your apology.
Okay.
But I'm not talking to you.
I don't want to. I did not.
I spoke too soon. Maury made her stay there and apologize. You know what? Maybe this show is moving in the right direction. What they gotta start doing is whenever the women get up to run away, you just gotta have that security dude standing in the doorway instead of like moving out of the way. You should trip them. Oh man, I'm not sorry I said that. Seriously? She looked mans in the face and said, "I did not sleep with you." And the dude went, "Seriously?" They know no bounds. Let's go back and look at that caption. It says, "Stop lying to your man. I'll prove he's raising my baby." My boy, I know you want to do the right thing, but if you can get off scot-free, why wouldn't you do it? Let me stop. That's a wrong message. All right? That's a wrong message.
You really gonna believe?
What are you saying?
Just taking a couple of seconds to get a couple of deep breaths. All right. I'll be fine.
I don't know why I stopped it here. I was yawning. Anyways, you can tell this man's gonna be hurt, and I'm sorry I'm so sorry to hear it, to see it, and to understand what men go through whenever they're dealing with somebody that is so untrustworthy in your household. All right, untrustworthy.
You can forgive her? You can?
Yeah. I can forgive
What
her.
happens if you're not the father?
There's not going to be any difference.
In the case.
See how the women in the crowd are like applauding this type of simp-like behavior? That's why I wouldn't listen to advice from any woman on what I should be doing. I'd go straight to men who've gone through it, who, you know, have a good head on their shoulders. And I swear, Kat, if you don't stop meowing while I'm doing this video, gonna put your little ass outside. Let's keep going.
Case of 3-month-old cassette. Matt, you are not the father.
Tripper, there she goes. She's making a break for it.
So yeah, because he look like his mama. Because he look like his mama. Yeah. He cute. Yeah, because he cute.
You definitely look just like her.
Yup, he cute. That's why he don't look like you.
Just look.
He cute.
Nothing at all.
He cute. That's your baby. That's your baby. That's your baby. He look like me.
Definitely
it don't
not.
matter. Look at your eyes. I can see my eyes.
Definitely not.
Yes, I do. That's your baby.
In the case of 3-month-old Tyrant, Anthony, you are not.
All that hooping and hollering. Where to get you?
In the case of 1-year-old Prince, Amari, you are not. Wait a second. Hold on. Amari.
It's fine.
You want to apologize
It's
to me?
fine. It's okay.
I want to open.
Nah, I got nothing. Let's keep going. It is supposed to be transformative. You know what we're going to do? We're going to transform this into, hey, this is a compilation of dishonest women. And I'm not going to call them out of their names like 304s or She Belongs to the Streets. It's a compilation of untrustworthy women that should open the eyes of, let's say, like the government, and show them that, hey, look, if a DNA test comes back proving that that man's not the father, he should be off the hook. Just what happened. I mean, what are you going to give him, a double whammy? Like, he's got to deal with a dishonest woman. He's got to raise her baby, or he's got to raise another man's baby, and he's got to pay child support for that. How unfair is that?
Sire's how old?
He'll be 212
next month.
What does he call Terrell?
Dad.
Aww. He calls a dude that's not his father Dad. Maury knew what he was doing.
In the case of 23-month-old Sire, Terrell, you are not.
Question is he still gonna, is your son still gonna call that man dad? That's a good question. The best question. And as you can see, once again, the man who wanted to be the father of that baby is distraught. But we don't care about none of that though, do we? We don't care about what men feel. Let's keep going. You know what? I want to end this video by saying that life is unfair. And as men, stop giving your peg D to women that do not deserve it. Alright? I know how tempting it can be to have those one-nighters or to have a woman throw herself at you, but look, man, if you want to stop all this nonsense, don't be the key that unlocked all of it. Alright? Don't be that. If you've got nothing for me, I've got nothing for you. Thanks for watching this show, and hopefully I had entertained you. If I did provide you some kind of entertainment value, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to stick around and, you know, continue watching all my videos, because it's going to get better, alright? I'm going to become a better talker one day. hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. I have an extra little something for everybody. I have a co-host coming to the channel, and things get really controversial when we start talking and drinking. So there's going to be some alcohol, there's going to be some cameras, and there's going to be a whole lot of conflict going on. So stay tuned for that. We should be starting that on Monday. You know, some things in the works. I bought a new microphone, but not to make this too long, I'll see you in the next one.